Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome all to the finale of the Sunderland career mode. It is here, ladies and gentlemen. Get your alarm clocks going because this is the last episode we've got with the Sunderland career mode. It is going to be absolutely huge. A lot is on the line. The Premier League trophy, it's getting close. Could we also win the Champions League Wales? Who knows? Let's just say a lot is on the line. As we can see right here, squad, I made some drastic changes. Bringing in Rafael Leao in a very last minute deal, and he's absolutely outperformed this squad. So good of a signing he has been. Same with some other signings as well, but you know what, we've got a lot to count on. Are we going to make any signings? Well, like I said, that Rafael Leao signing has cost me a lot of money, and I've got 15 million, so expect nothing this window, and I think that's the right thing to do, because I don't want to fix that's not already broken. And we're going to go straight on to the match highlights, because this could be do or die for the Black Cats. You lot may be thinking you're getting a little bit dramatic over this, Jordan. I'm just saying, this is my last season with Sunderland. I can either go out being Premier League champions, I can go out as the guy who couldn't win a Premier League trophy with Sunderland. I don't want to be known as that. And we're going to kick things straight off against Tottenham. As Bradley on the wing, he lays it across past the Tottenham defenders into Brian. And Brian back into Rafael Leao, who taps it in. As the Portuguese superstar, it's been an absolute revelation for this squad. But sadly, that's gone to his head. It's gone to everyone's head, let's just say. Because that poor clearance could have smelt disaster if Patterson didn't catch it. And oh boy, we didn't learn from that. As again, a poor clearance. And Kudus had time, he had space, he had a picnic. And Patterson had no chance of saving that. As Tottenham have equalised. But don't you worry, we've got a response right on the frying pan. Rafael Leao in the wing, loses the ball sadly, but wins it over Van der Ven. And afterwards with the run, with the pass to Brian, but Oblak in his 60s is still performing saves like that. But second half we went off straight like a bullet as Captain Ziara threw balls it into Brian. He thought, you know what, it's dart season coming about, it's a bullseye! There we go, we've got the lead back. Whew! But oh boy, Tottenham were not going to take it as corner comes in from him, but off the crossbar. Oh boy, and danger was certainly not over. As over the top of the tail, Martinez was too short to header it away. As a failed clearance from Williams, and Tao heads it for Patterson saves. As the 88th minute is on, Tabid was able to get him on the counter-attack. He's fresh as a daisy. The shot gets saved, but Sadiq with the rebound with the 3-1, guaranteeing the first 3 points of this episode. That was exhausting. And now we have to travel to Everton's new stadium, which I'm not going to lie, pretty good. 3 minutes in, we get our first counter-attack as we see Brian spots Rafael Leao, and just like in Tottenham, we get the opening goal. But wait a minute, is it a bird? Is it a play? No, it's Scott McTominay with a screamer! Oh, it's hit the crossbar. He's going to get one eventually, folks, let's just say. But remember what happened last game when I was saying things were getting a little bit too confident? It happened again. As we lost the ball, they went for Tomori over here with a fantastic block. We could have been in real danger. Oh, hello, speaking of danger, we've got the counter-attack going. And here comes Brian, the Flying Dutchman. And gosh damn it, Pickford, this is not a time to perform a madness against your former club. Before half-time, Everton thought, let's just roll the dice. And oh boy, if it weren't for Patterson pulling off these great saves, who would have known? So what matters was the next goal. Carlos on the ball, back heels into DRX, missing, but we're getting close. As we managed to break again, Bellingham off the bench, had so much space, played it across to Brian, and there we go. As that goal was really helpful in the end because Everton did manage to pull one back. But still, it was too little too late for them, and we got another win. Next up, Wolves of Molineux. We're going straight at it, folks. Forget about the introductions. As we see one man who had a deadlier right foot that can level a builder. But Cora could have taken the freaking net off with that, Brian. Absolute madness. We're back to total non-stop football. Look at these passes. It's just a shame the RS finish was absolute crap. But just forget about that and just watch this. And over the ball, it goes to Scott McTominay, who turns the defender. And with 316, the shot past the other defender. It's absolutely beautiful from the Scott McTominay. And once we were able to find the key to unlock this Wolverhampton defence, all it took was Brian to get another goal. I swear he's broken Robert Van Persie's goal record for the most top scored Dutchman in this league. But wait a minute, Look at this, it's Wembley. This is where our journey began. Winning the playoff finals and afterwards winning the FA Cup here and the Community Shield. It brings back memories as we had Nottingham Forest in the EFL Cup finals. 1 minute in, Scott McTominay wanted to light up Wembley for a screamer, but he will not score, and it's really getting me down as Cornick aims into our Brazilian who heads it in 2 minutes in, 2 shots on target. So we're going to go again. Diallo with so much space losing the Nottingham Forest defender, and of course he will score those. He scores those all he wants, and the first goal, how about another one? Diallo spotted the run of the superstar of the Scottish descent. I'm talking about McTominay, who gets a second goal, and at least by ending this Sunderland career mode, I can say we've won a trophy in our final season. But what about the Champions League? Because we could win a treble. We got through to the round of 16. The quarterfinals, though, was tough. With rotation and that, we've lost 3-0 against Bayern Munich in the first leg of the quarterfinals. But an early goal would be a dream. And someone said Brian's trigger word. He said goal. I say absolutely. He scores it again. Brian, I salute you. And now we're going to get that ball and go for it. Rafael Leao on the wing. He crosses it. Brian's on mark, but shoots it straight at the goalkeeper. Oh, come on. Here we go again. Counter attack. It's over top to Brian, but Alphonso Davies, being the absolute gnat that he is, just lost the ball. Second half, we've got to go for another goal. Rafael Leao on the wing. He has no defenders, but it's saved. On the other side, thank goodness we got Amid Diallo, because he will certainly score 100 of these goals, but it will not be 101 because he's missed it. And that is sealing it. Crashing us out of the Champions League in the quarterfinals. There will be no treble for the Black Cats this season. So, ladies and gentlemen, that leaves our last match highlight game. We have Liverpool at the Stadium of Light. And remembering that haunting vision of Bayern Munich, we're going for it. As Bradley was on the edge of the wing, lays it across to Rafael Leao, who taps it in for the opening goal. And while their former Geordie striker Isak was doing this, our striker on the other hand was doing this. As you see, a 1-2, and you can have 2, you can have 3, heck, you can get the 4 Liverpool goalkeepers in. There's no chance of stopping that shot from Brian. But oh boy, could it get a lot worse? Liverpool were falling apart. They're thinking, what was wrong with us? We used to be so good. You were good. We just got better. As the Black Cats sealed a 3rd goal, and we're just 1 step away of winning the Premier League. So folks, this is the table with 2 games remaining. Man City, 1st place, 83 points. Sunderland, 2nd place, 82 points. It is indeed that close. You can cut the tension with a knife. In the last season with Mr. Hawk, 2 games decide Sunderland's fate for the Premier League trophy. And you may be thinking, what are the 2 games you got remaining? What are those games? There's of course 1st place Manchester City. So a must-win game. And heck, even if we do win that, we've got to win our last game of the season. And you may be thinking, who's that against? Well, too many questions first of all. And second of all, it's Newcastle United. Yeah, this is getting more tense than I've ever believed. I've done career modes on my channel for what, nearly 4, maybe 5 years now. And this is hands down, the biggest game of them all. We've got to beat Manchester City. If not, the journey is dead. If Man City win it, we've lost the Premier League title. A draw, could be over, but we're relying on other results in the last game of the season. So Sunderland at the Stadium of Light has to get the job done against Manchester City. There's no other way. And then we will deal with Newcastle later. But for now, Man City stepping our way for the Premier League title. Here we go, we're kicking off probably one of my biggest games in my whole entire YouTube career. It's Sunderland versus Manchester City. A lot on the line. And we can see we'll get the opening chance now. Good work right here. Ahmed lays it across to Scott McTominay. We'll get the shot off and we'll get the goal! Nervous? What nerves? Scott McTominay from the red side of Manchester gives the lead over Manchester City. Oh, you want to break those nerves? You can calm down a little bit. Scott McTominay gets the opening goal in this must-win game. Through ball now, and you can see Man City are fuming over that. An early goal, and yet we've still got a lot to do. We've got to defend this lead. Played it across, it's straight at Patterson, but you can notice Man City are a little bit tense. Man City edge of the wing right here. Bradley is trying to close them down, but they will get the cross off here, but it's headed straight into, oh come on, poor clearance, and good work from Carlos to win the ball. Now we're going to break him again. Rafael Leao lays it across into Diarra. Diarra into Carlos Baleba, whose shot gets blocked, but will go through. It's into Brian. Brian lays it back into Rafael. Could we get another? Big Donnarumma says, no, you're not. And Man City passing at 1-2. Good work right here. Conor Bradley trying to close down the Man City winger, but he's through once again. It's played at 1-2 passing. It's good footwork right here, but you can see the charge from Carlos Baleba to win the ball and get a start on a counter-attack. He hasn't got much leg room to sprint, but Brian certainly has. We'll get the shot straight at Donnarumma. We're getting close for a second goal here. We're just letting Man City make mistake after mistake, and we're going to get them on the counter. Ahmed with the corner, he's going to whip this one into the Brazilian, it's off the crossbar, we're so close. He's headed into Ahmed Diallo, who will whips it in. It's cleared it away. Man City appealing. There's a man down. I'm showing no mercy in this must-win title fight. It's a shot goes in and just skims the net. So much to unpack there. Man City hoping to improve after their woeful first half. And I mean woeful. Not even got a decent shot past Patterson. No, I've really talked it up. The footwork, the good defending, and we're going to get rid of it just like that. That was so close. I could have really ate my words. It's through ball into Rafael Leao. No Man City defender in sight. And now he lays it across to Brian. Brian bit closed down. Back into Rafael Leao with the shot, and it's saved yet again from Donnarumma. Ahmed Diallo on the edge of the wing right here. And you can lay it across into Diarra. Through balls it into Brian. Brian has not got much room to shoot here. Oh gosh, into Scott McTominay, already on a yellow, don't want to risk it. It's into Ahmed. Ahmed, over it goes to Brian, who shoots, and it's clipped in for a second goal for Sunderland. You just can't write this, can you? It's over it goes, it's into Brian, and Donnarumma, he's tried so much to keep Man City in this game, but it just crumbled, just like Man City's title hopes. Ruben Diaz right here, plays it across, and now Man City are hoping to get something. Their title run is slipping before their very eyes right here at the Stadium of Light. While Sunderland, oh, that was a bit of unnecessary early challenge right there. We're going to close them down. Done well right here. Patterson clears it into Carlos, who heads it back into Diarra. Diarra controls into Scott McTominay, through balls it. That Man City defence is wide open, and Brian will get another goal to his name. It's 3-0 in a game of who wants it most, and you can see with that goal alone, the Black Cats want that Premier League trophy more than Man City. Gonzalez lays it across, and you can see there's more defenders join the pie. It's straight at Patterson. That was pretty much Man City's only fretful chance of the game. Full time goes, the Stadium of Light erupts, because you know what that means. We are one step closer to the Premier League title. Man City blumbered it against second place I should say first place Sunderland side. Now we go to the last game of the season. We go to Newcastle and we get the final win to secure Sunderland as Premier League champions. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. It's the last game of the season. We got the job done against Man City. We don't have to worry about those. They have to worry about us. Because all we have to do is beat Newcastle one more time to seal the Premier League title. Heck, Man City could lose and we can still lose and we've got the title. But I want to get this job done. Would you believe the scenes that Sunderland supporters can say, we've won the Premier League trophy at St James's Park? It's unheard of. Well, Arsenal have done it before at Tottenham Stadium, but come on, it's unheard of here. It could all change. I have beaten Newcastle 100 times, but this has to be the time where we need to beat them the most. Newcastle will do absolutely everything to ruin Sunderland parade. All the big faces are here, as this is the biggest, and I mean biggest, Tyne-Wear derby in history. Bruno Guimaraes lays it across. It's 1-2 passing. Newcastle want to do nothing more than ruin my parade right here. The shot goes in. It's Patterson who catches it. Oh boy. And yes, there is a chance for Aston Villa to beat Man City, and afterwards we've got the title. But I don't want to rely on that. I want to beat our neighbours, Newcastle, for the title, especially here at St James's Park. It's a good tackle. We managed to win it. We're going to get things off. It's Amid Diallo on the ball. The guy is the creator of counter-attacks. It's over. It goes to Brian. The control. The finish. It's not to be. Pope with the save of all saves. This is not a time for His Holiness to do his work. It's laid it across. It's Scott McTominay's turn. Laid it back into Brian. Taken time to charm. And Pope with another save. Carlos Belliba controls the ball right here. We've got to do something right here. It's into Diarra. It's into Scott McTominay. Laid it across into Amid. Lovely footwork right here. It's back into Amid, who will shoot, but straight at the goalkeeper. Ball into Diarra. Diarra through balls into Rafael Leao, who can hold it. Wait for it. There it is. It's Nico Williams in the box. Cross it in. It's blocked. It's headed away. But poorly headed, in fact. It's into Scott McTominay, who plays it back to Amid. Amid in his very unnatural position. It's into Scott McTominay. Over it goes to Bradley. He's fouled. Referee saying play advantage, but we're still going to go for it. It's into Scott, into Carlos Belliba, who has room, will shoot, but it's saved from Pope again. Absolutely exhausted from the amount of chances we've had. Throw-in, taking short to Rafael Leao. We're going to continue this punishment. Into him again, the Portuguese superstar. Williams, into Diarra, played across. It's Scott McTominay! I swear, he only shows up in the most important games as a Scottish superstar, mould from Naples, and now a hero for the Black Cats, as that is one hand on the Premier League trophy. Good work from Brian. He's holding off the ball into Carlos Belliba. We've so far got one job done, a goal, a lead of that, but Newcastle can ruin it, but we could increase. It's Amid, it's a Connor Bradley now. Back to Carlos Belliba, into Diarra, will shoot, but just needs to get it on target. Oh, poor chance, and will be cleared away. It's into Rodrigo, the Portuguese superstar. The Saudis have brought in all the superstars. Oh my God, it's lovely. My fullback was stranded. Not like this. It's round the crossbar. The shot blocked by Williams. And I swear I saw my life flash before my very eyes. The danger's not over. And we managed to get rid of it. Connor Bradley, touch after touch. We're getting closer. Literally, we've got 16 minutes. It's through board into Amid Diallo. We're getting so close for that Premier League title, but another goal is necessary. It's into Rafael! It's off the post and in! Scott McTominay at the vision. I didn't know if it got deflected, but Newcastle are absolute disarray. They can't believe it, but you got to believe it. The title will be lifted at St James's Park by their arch rivals. Carlos Belliba on the chance, and we've only got 3 minutes plus added on time to secure the biggest trophy of them all. Rafael Leao could make it worse. Pope denying it. He's been only Newcastle's saving light. Substitutes from both teams right here as we've got ourselves a corner. We're counting down the minutes. It's headed away. And now, can we head it back into Bellingham? Bellingham controls, will shoot. It's a beautiful goal, the best out of the bunch, as he celebrates right in front of the Newcastle faithful, as this is a day they certainly won't forget, and hopefully want to forget as well. Full time goes, and this is the perfect fairy tale. I said in these two games we must win no matter what. The players understood the task, and we've done it. And what do they get as reward? The Premier League trophy lifted at St James's Park itself. Probably the darkest day in Newcastle's history, but in the brightest days of Sunderland Football Club. It's a historical day, as yes, the Premier League champions belong to the Black Cats. It's well deserved. Okay, let's go to top goal scorers. We see Brian, 28 goals for the season, 18 for Emmanuel, 12 for Amid, 12 for Rafael Leao, 11 for Tabid. On to the most assists, it is 15 for Amid Diallo, 10 for Brian. Quickly go to the player of the season right here before I go into my long outro, but I will say player of the season, he was a bright star in this side, and I'm actually going to give it to Connor Bradley. You may be confused right here, but he was so good in that Liverpool game. In most of the games, he starts counter-attacks, and you know he's a lovely chance of getting in the blocks, plays it across to the striker. So I think he deserves it, to be honest with you. But yes, we can see right here the before and afters. This is the proper goodbye as the Black Cats grow from newly promoted side into the Premier League into, well, Premier League champions itself. And that is going to be it for the Sunderland career mode. It's been 4 seasons, but 4 seasons that Mr. Hawk will never forget. It's been such a good journey with them, but now it's time to go to Germany for my next challenge. Stay tuned for next week for that. If you enjoyed today's episode, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll see you lovely people later.